Just as me, okay, I put out your girl, as she Dondo, aka her gist. And ito for you, bawa nuni. Shejo. So, on today's episode of Ondo with Dondo, yes, where we do all things Ondo dialect and a bit of culture here and there, we are going to be discussing, well, actually, akofo ni last class wa, so yeah, lomi lamde labake moamake dedimo anshajo. Please find yourself a seat, please, quickly. I'm looking at you. Show musleti wow bad she jota ati biro. As long as you come with humor, I'm good. Down there, mark register. Last class, we touched upon greetings in Ondo dialect. We discussed informal greetings, right? So informal meaning, shota sheki onukejie, shota sheki abowe on you meji. Daje mates, right? The main ones for the informal greetings were one, leo. Leo, and then of course when there are multiple folks, then it becomes Leo, just to acknowledge that there's a lot of folks, right? And then of course the world famous, and I say world famous because as an Ondo person you hear this quite a lot, and that is Kenti. Okay, and so that's Leo or Leo. Then you have Kenti, and then my favorite. So it's supposed to be Shenyo. I like to say Shejo. She did the Joan. She did the so those are the informal, right? Now, if you remember, we also said in Ondo, esi, we don't do the or the o thing. Now, that does not mean that, we don't respect our elders or we don't acknowledge our elders. We just do it in a, slightly different way, which is what we're going to be talking about today, right? So the thing with, the thing with informal greetings, or critical. Typically, I want to make sure I explain this properly. So in Ondo dialect, the rule applies to the gender of the person doing the greeting. And that's because we're that special. I shall explain. So, right? A guy would say Kai by Kai. The short form of that is K by K, right? Kai by Kai, K by K. Okay? We're getting somewhere. Okay. Now, female. So I'll use myself as an example. Greeting, whether it be my mom or my dad, it would be boy jiao ye, boy jiao bai. Right? Because I is female. This is what I've been told. No, I'm just kidding. So because I'm female. And the same thing, if I had a daughter, right, my daughter would say to me, boy jiao ye, any of the elders, whether it be, papa, grandpa, great grandpa, mama, grandma, great grandma, it don't matter. As long as it's coming from the female, it's boija, and then if it's coming from the male, then it's ke or kai. Okay, so typically, yes, I did say, we don't have o and e in Ondo, but those, what I just mentioned, those are reserved for our elders. Now that doesn't mean when I'm talking to my parents or even my grandma, that's a whole nother story. I can still tell them Leo. I can still ask them Kenti ke, Kenti, Leo ye, Leo bai. So that's where the respect and the deference comes in, as opposed to if I were talking to a friend of mine, or if I were talking to, someone younger than me, I would say, Leo, right? But for my elders, it would be Leo Bai, which is, hello, father, hello, baba, hello, bye. And then, of course, Leo Ye. That's Ye is actually a fusion of Yemi, which literally translates to my mother. Same thing with bye. Bye is a fusion of two words, Bami, my dad. So you go bye and then Ye. Okay? Any questions? And of course, as you know, I don't want to say open book because it's my course in internet, but I am half a chapter open. No, but seriously, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, or you can send me an email if you prefer. If your eyes are pushing you with any questions, it's fine. You can reach me by email at iamhergist@gmail.com. So so let me just do a recap, right? This I check. Mamu homework ko won oni o she Sunday to Sunday day. Let me still be thinking. A quick recap. So informal greetings in Ondo. Again, it depends on your gender. Basically, what you a kone, you degrita, you degriti, on you a key, or depend. No, what you she degrita, what she on the kone. It depends on your gender, right? So, and specifically in the morning, I forgot to mention that part. But if you haven't seen them all day, it's the first time you're seeing them, it's fine too. But that's kind of the use. But like I said, you can still say Leo. You just can't say Leo and leave it hanging. It should be, Leo Bai, Leo Ye, Leo Sa, Leo Ma, Leo Uncle, Leo Auntie, so and so, right? But the formal is Boy Jiao Ye, Boy Jiao Bai. And then for a guy, meaning someone like, one of my brothers, trying to agree, either one of my parents, it would be K Bai, K Ye, Kai Bai, Kai Ye. They can pick, they can switch from that. After that, then after the formalities, then you can Kenti, Shenyo, Shewoti Jeon, Shewe Lata. Those are, now you're just getting comfortable. Again, these are people you're comfortable with, your family. I think so again, got any questions for me? Got any questions about, and it doesn't even have to be just about this episode, right? It could be about something that you've heard or something that you might be confused about. You can put it right there in the comment section, and I shall do my level best to answer all of your questions. So so Iyoku the next week Sunday abi. Oh yeah, do by then to subscribe. I'm looking at you. Go ahead and do that. Hit the subscribe and the like button. And again, comment. Always here for questions. Let me know what you think about the video. I would really love to get your feedback. So until next week, hey, just as me all one. Thanks for watching today's episode of Ondo with Dondo. Hope you enjoyed it. Shake click, yeah, be pressing. It's me. But you see that subscribe button. That way you will get notification for brand new awesome content. Not just Ondo with Dondo, but her gist awesomeness, and we got plenty coming for y'all. So you want to stay tuned and hit the like, and I shall see you at the next class. Okay, all right. Hasta luego, bao. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see y'all later.